I'm sure your neighbors out there are also gullible.
DVD might be dead next year, but that's not our concern.
We don't see ourselves as, you know, futuristic pioneers. The technology is accessible and it's there to be used.
It's just being used badly at the moment.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man you've been waiting for, the drum beater, the system cheater, the broadcaster, and drummer.
Hello, sunshine. Come into my
Kind of amateur comic author. I play records for a living, though. That's sort of what I have to write for visas and stuff.
Wherever you're going, I'm going your way.
We're just a band enthusiastic about technology and gimmicks, not gimmick, gadgets.
She's a golden retriever. The dreams are all this coin. Eat too blindly on every alley. There she'll cream you dry.
I think we're incredibly lucky to get a record deal. It's like, wow, we must abuse this situation to the fullest extent. Try out all kinds of crazy shit in future generations. Even if it's shit, they'll learn from our mistakes.
I have to pay for my indulgences. It's like, okay, we'll go over budget and make this 50-page book with your CD, but you have to promise to do like 300 shows in the next year or something like that. And I'm like, okay, bring it on.
When you make a record, it's 50 minutes long, whatever, and that's it. But with the DVD, you have that option, but you've also got so much more room to put other things on there. For us, it's ideal because it's more like a book where you can pick how you want to be entertained, as opposed to a record is. Right. Not saying the records are bad. I mean, I love records, but this is just something. It's just like for records like this, or DVDs like that.
Not so long ago, in the French-Canadian province of Quebec.
My first record experiences from when I was a very little boy were these Golden Book 7-inch storybook records.
And you can get these special effect records only for stereo.
So my mom would buy me these Golden Book 7-inches. She'd also try to promote literacy and stuff.
That was when we still all lived at our parents' house.
Which is funny, because I'm writing books now, but they have no words.
I don't think you've got the exact expression we need.
But at the same time, it's just really, I don't know, I really just got into that whole thing, that there was this package and you could sort of look at the pictures and listen to the sounds and the narration.
I'm a scientist of sound, mathematically putting it down, and aren't we all standing on the verge of getting it on?
They signed me to do a book that was 10,000 words and 100 pages minimum, that's, I think. So I totally breached the contract there because I turned in something way over the page count and way under the word count. So we were worried. We were even worried the manuscript was going to get rejected. Lucky for us that they really enjoyed what they saw.
There's no rule to making music. Some of the records we make are very simple, stripped down stereo records. And sometimes we make vast, over-the-top multimedia projects. For the fun of it, it is about the excess and overwhelming people's senses.
In love with you, but I wanna believe. Got together something silly. Some time out just to be your action.
When we did Rings Around the World, we didn't have any benchmark to follow, which is great because it was just down to our own imagination what we wanted to do. And as we were making it, we were still learning what the DVD was capable of. This last DVD, Phantom Power, just wanted to make it a little more coherent and free-flowing and not so much of a distraction from the music.
I took some time out to study your actions of how you paint.
We like to really entertain people's senses as well as their ears, their eyes as well. It's just, if it's there, we like to use it.
You're just telling stories, you know? Sometimes you just make little bits of records and have little characters off little bits of records and have them coexist on a track, and that's sort of, I like to make that little sandbox for them to play in, you know? And with comic drawings, it's sort of the same thing, you know? It's with a pen, obviously.
I got space, you got space. Everybody's got space.
I don't know if people are gonna do it, you know, because they're worried that I'm joking, but actually it'd be really cool if you did, because we spent a lot of time to make sure that when you cut those out that they actually fit on the board, you know? So you can listen to the album and like strategize your next move.
Shake loose, don't be silly. You can dance.
We do it for the music at the end of the day, so everything is to accentuate the music. So the visual side will just enhance the music, hopefully.
It'll start off with me washing every inch of your body.
I'll have faith in all you do.
We have to give people a reason to pay attention, a reason to listen to our message, a reason to act on it, a reason to feel good about our brands. We do advertising that people like to see. Advertising is, whether we like it or not, and I happen to like it, really almost a form of entertainment today. We're here to inform and to sell, but we really have to entertain if we're going to try to do either one of those things.
Historically, DDB has just had that quality about it. From the minute I arrived here, I would be embarrassed to show you my reel from 15 years ago. You can walk down the halls and people have their doors open, and it's an environment of sharing and trust than sort of an uglier competition kind of thing where people are more like, that's my idea, you can't see it.
Bye.
Step away from the door. Step away from the door.
We're entertaining. I just offer some cheddar.
Ah, the power of cheese.
We always try to get an emotional response out of people, whether it's an outright laugh or a smile or a little tear. Me personally, I kind of veer towards the comedy sort of whenever possible.
Open the door! We're closed. What? 6 o'clock. We're closed. Just put them over there. We'll get them on Monday.
What if hospitals treated you the way some dealerships treat your car? At Pep Boys, we treat cars right. Our service bays are open 7 days a week, evenings too. So when you want expert service and repair,
We'll help here.
My boss, Bob, he always says, critique the work, not the person doing the work, and it allows you to kind of, go for it on occasions, which is the only way, really truly interesting or different stuff ever ends up getting done.
What's my ideal evening? Well, it'll start off with me washing every inch of your body. Then, there's gonna be some waxing.
Looking for a car? Come to Cars.com. Find the right vehicle for you and the dealer who has it.
Later on, I'll vacuum you.
Cars.com. Car shopping just got fun.
We started on this about 3 years ago, and the challenge was that you have one of America's greatest brands in JCPenney, but it had become a little dated. It really needed some freshening up, and the trick was to try to add a contemporary spin on it without losing its heritage.
All you see is how I look. You miss the super chick within. And that Chris and you Titanic underestimate and swim. Some people see the revolution, but most only see the girl. I declare my independence from the critics and their stones. I can find my revolution.
We have done a number of, well, a few I should say, short films that have been run on the internet or on cable channels where the brand is an integral part of a short film.
Hi there. I was wondering if you could give me some directions.
Give you directions.
Yeah. How do you get to the Pine Ski Lodge?
You know, we used to have a sign over the door that said free directions until we realized we could make more money selling gas, food, and beer.
So we changed it to gas, food, beer.
Two young couples are on a road trip and they stop for directions. They stop at a store, like a little general store in the middle of nowhere. And of course the product is interwoven.
Well, take the left fork. You see the lodge right there.
Cash or charge? I like that bit about the ruptured bridge.
Yeah, it worked a charm, didn't it?
How'd you come up with that?
Well, it's about time. What took you so long?
Don't ever make me ask for directions again.
There's a certain high that you get from, being in a bar and one of your commercials comes on and people laugh and, respond to it, and you don't stand up necessarily and say, I did that, thank you very much, whatever. As soon as you have that, you want to get it again. And so that's sort of, that's what gets you up in the morning a little bit.
Have you ever wondered how the man who drives a snowplow drives to the snowplow? This one drives a Volkswagen. So you can stop wondering.
We offer more than just design, we offer more than just editing, we offer more than just effects, we offer all three. The three of us kind of overlap all those roles. We have our specialty, but we can also adapt and lend a hand in the other two.
Hello, Canada. How are you?
That's Brendan.
It's our third partner. He's on holiday.
A big part of what makes Perception tick is all the work is done on the desktop. it's just helped us streamline and keep costs low and keep overhead low, and that's really, I think that's really part of what we're about.
People are just like, how did you even, I don't understand how you did this on a Mac. And of course, we're not going to tell anybody because that's our secret. This was a piece we did for ESPN Classic. It was for the New York Yankees. It was 100th anniversary. And for this, they wanted us to come up with a solution for having old footage of the Yankees and new footage of the Yankees. And one idea we came up with was obviously the pinstripes. And what we did was we took the footage and projected it onto a jersey that we actually shot.
They've been hated, but no team has been more dominant than those damn Yankees.
You have stuff shot on film from, 70, 80 years ago, and then you have video that was shot, last season. And to get it to feel like it's part of the same spot is definitely a challenge.
They didn't want an NBA look. They wanted something that was totally, felt like the street, and Jeremy even went out and did rubbings of sewers.
Gratings, concrete, cement, brick walls, drain pipes in the street, anything to give it that gritty street feeling. And we worked very closely with the director of the show, and he just wanted us to beat up the footage, make it dirty. Some footage was shot on film, some footage was shot on DV, many different sources, and layering these textures upon it was all shot through the same lens, which it really wasn't.
They're more than groundbreaking and beyond original. They're HBO's award-winning series.
One of the biggest challenges with these campaigns is taking a ton of footage and words and images and trying to put it all in a cohesive design.
They were looking for a digital feel for these spots because they were introducing their digital cable, and they wanted to show something, not just the footage looks clean and crisp, they wanted to show something a little bit more elegant, so we came up with these grids animating on and off. When people call here and they get one of us on the phone, I think it's like a comfort factor. And to me also, being an owner, it's like a comfort for me. Like they'll always talk to either me, Jeremy, or Brendan, and I know exactly they're gonna get the answer that they want, So.
The person who's actually doing the work is hearing the feedback, is hearing the comments, is hearing the concerns, and can address them. So it doesn't come secondhand through producers or assistant producers or a whole line of command.
You're not going to want to miss our next story about new technology and how it can make a subliminal difference in what you see on TV.
There are TV stations all over the country that use the time machine. They use it for either commercial insertions or for promotional time, additional promotional time. Over $250 million in additional revenue has been made through the use of the time machine.
Fantastically democratic technology can make a small amount of people a lot of money.
Don't adjust your sets. This next news story may go by a little faster than you'd expect because of a new technology that's being used to speed up television shows.
A half-an-hour show now is probably anywhere from 26 to 20 minutes, depending on the station and the number of commercials. In the past, like the Honeymooners or Burns and Allen, it was a half-an-hour show with commercials, fewer commercials, and most of them were live.
The time machine. The networks are going to love it.
It can shrink a 30-minute show down to 29 minutes, 30 seconds. More time for commercials.
Bewitched, weekdays on Deja Vu.
You're watching the A-Team on Deja Vu. Times change. Great TV doesn't.
This is exactly the type of situation where our technology comes in handy, because where they have to insert additional commercials, we allow them to maintain the integrity of the content by you can't see the difference. So where they have to maybe reduce their show by an additional 2 minutes for either self-promotion or additional commercial time, the time machine allows them to do so.
The new device that can speed up your favorite TV show without you even knowing it.
There's about 160 time machines that we've sold over the past 6 years. The stations in the United States have used the time machine and generate over $250 million worth of extra revenue as a direct result of the time machine.
We analyze the frame for motion, looking for frames that are different or similar. And depending on the amount of difference between the frames, we will either allow one to be dropped or not dropped. This is exactly what was over there when I started the machine. There is now a delay between the two screens of the 4 seconds. And very slowly over the 3 minutes, the two will come right back into sync.
You're not going to want to miss our next story about new technology and how it can make a subliminal difference in what you see on TV and how long it takes you to watch.
The local news stations rates go up during the election time, so therefore there's a grand opportunity for them to use the time machine in a live environment to increase their revenue and take advantage of more eyeballs watching the returns from the local election.
Things being sped up, whether it's audio or video, people not only absorb more, but they retain it better. According to some of the studies that have been done, people lose interest, and people, I think, maybe in this world where things are just in general sped up, and certainly where there's volumes and volumes of information and data, people can process a lot more and absorb it and retain it.